Hey everyone, it's Willis from Friendly Neighbor Comics, and this is your coffee break. Now, I know I don't usually do these things live, so we'll see what happens. I've screwed some things up in the past when I've tried to do these videos. Yeah, I edit my videos a lot. Let's see how it goes with a live video, huh? So, the book I want to talk to you about today is Sonitus number 2. Now, if you remember, way back when, our very first video was on Sonitus number 1. We did our first real review, although back then it was called the Friendly Minute. But the first one was on Sonitus. Now, 2 has come out a couple weeks ago, and the reason why I'm doing a review on it today is that in 2 days, on May 5th, which is Free Comic Book Day, we're going to have Dan Shepard in the house. Now, Dan Shepard is the co-writer of Sonitus. He did it with Cody Sosa. So Dan is a great guy. This is one of his first comics, so very proud to have him in the shop. And so I'm very happy to be doing a review on his book. So Sonitus 2 is, again, it's newsprint. So Alterna is doing that. Go back to $1.50. See it there? Yeah, $1.50. Can't really go wrong with a $1.50 book. So they're going backwards. They're doing some newsprint. They're bringing it back. You gotta love the smell of newsprint, right? Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, you can smell the newsprint. Now, the one thing I love about Alterna is that they are doing $1.50 books. It's basically books for everybody. Now, the thing, now that you get nostalgic about it, you're like, oh my god, newsprint. But then you remember about newsprint. See, when you look at a newsprint book, you kind of see there are no real good lines. Now, a book like Sonitus really needs some good definite lines because we're dealing with a lot of darkness, and when you get this kind of darkness on a newsprint, it kind of loses some of itself because the edges kind of get a little bit blurred, so it's not as well defined as it should be. We're just looking at this very first page, no words, not giving anything away. It's just not as crisp as it needs to be. This is a book that needs a prestige format. That's it. Yeah, a prestige format. That's what we used to call them back in the day when it wasn't newsprint. But again, I love Sonitus. Cody and Dan have done an exceptional job with it. The best thing about Sonitus is the lack of words. Not so much. They do their storytelling through their artist, which is phenomenal, and it continues off of where we were with the first one, where a guy is trying to figure out his life. He's trying to work through all the demons in his closet, and sometimes that isn't easy. Now, I don't know if it's Cody or if it's Dan. One of them has a fear of spiders, because spiders has been a common thing through both books. But we continue. This guy does some flashbacks to his childhood, I'm gonna guess high school, trying to relate it and see it in this house that they used to hang out at, and things just don't go as well as they should. He's starting to remember an old girlfriend, the last time he felt that thing in his chest, you know, that thing, I think it's called feelings. Yeah, it's been a while for him, and so in that book, they do a good job again. The art is great. I just wish it was crisper. I wish it was that prestige format. And hopefully when the series is done, I think 3's coming out in a few weeks. Hopefully when the thing is completely just done, they do a graphic novel version of it in that crisp white paper that we're all used to, so that we could see the original intent of the art. But I do love what Peter and Alterna is doing with bringing back the newsprint. But I highly recommend Sonitus. And in fact, most Alterna books I will recommend. There have been a few ones that haven't caught my attention really. But I highly recommend go pick up a good $1.50 book this week and just give it a try. You won't really be disappointed with anything from Alterna. And if you like reviews like this, especially live ones where I have not screwed up and sworn or just made weird sounds, make sure you hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel so that you see more reviews like this in the future. With that, I'll see you at the comic book store.